Back to SuperZapGaming with me, 77rosc0e, and here we are playing Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road, which is rather a long title for quite a good game for the Nintendo. I think it looks pretty tasty. This is the first time I've played it on the Nintendo, or the NES, whatever you want to call it. So you have to forgive me if I'm a bit rough. I don't really know the buttons. I did sort of guess, obviously with the NES controller only having 2 buttons. If I'm not accelerating, then the other one must be nitrous. But there's me at the back, just in the pink. I didn't seem to be able to choose a colour car, but maybe I was wrong there. And I'm in the pink, rolling around at the back, bouncing more than I seem to remember. My memories of this game are actually on the PC, obviously from the same time this came out. So I imagine gaming PCs were of an equivalent standard, if you will, to the NES, if not a little bit more powerful. I didn't realise then that I thought I got $30 then. Turns out I actually got $30,000, but because this game has a reasonable upgrading sort of system, you can upgrade the suspension, the tyres, the top speed, buying nitrous and stuff like that. So I had fond memories of this game. It's one I wanted to do for SuperZapGaming, for the old retro style. It's not quite as fun as I remember, to be quite honest. It's as fast as I remember, although I do seem to I don't remember getting my backside kicked quite as well as this, to be honest, way back when. But anyway, this is the qualifying race, as it says. I'll be honest, and I don't know what that actually means. So I just ploughed on basically, and I got as far as I could in 8 and a bit minutes. I think it took me. I think I got to the end of race 5 or 6 in the end. But anyway, so I didn't have much say in the car. No, yeah, obviously that stopping means that the other dude won, and I came last, but I still managed to pick up $190,000. I obviously won no points then. There we go, me spending, I can't remember what I bought on this one. I thought I actually had quite a lot of money, so I think I did quite a few things. What am I picking here? Accel box. I bought an acceleration box thing. I bought better tyres, and I bought some better shock absorbers, and then we're on to the next race. Race 2. The tracks are quite, you can't deliberately bounce off things. Well, not that I've managed to do so far. You're able to jump and stuff like that. The tracks are quite straightforward. I'm getting used to the control, if you will, where obviously it's not always just left and right means you go left and right. Well, you do, but if you know what I mean, it's not from the viewpoint that you see it. And I do get stuck on that corner quite a lot on this particular map's not the right word, track obviously. I did enjoy it. I'm not sure I'd be bothered about going all the way to the end. If anyone's got a particular desire to see me flog my way through this one, then I'll give it a go. But like I say, I seem to get stuck, and I didn't even learn my lesson on that one. The guy in the bluish car on this race and the grey one in a couple of races seemed quite quick. Or was it grey and faint purple? I'm not really sure. We all seem to do some quite a lot of bunny hops, which is us nitrous-ing, like you do in monster trucks. The game's overall is pretty good. The controls are very responsive. There was actually quite a noticeable difference when you. There we are, I won that one for 2 long laps. There is a noticeable difference when you upgrade. So fair play to the developers on that one. No idea who published or developed this game, but there is. It does make a difference when you buy these things, and your handling. It's not just that your car goes faster. You do actually handle a lot better. I'm not sure how I did in terms of how well I qualified, because it told me how many points I won at the end of each race, but it didn't give me an accumulated total, if you will. So I'm not sure how that one panned out. This is the same as the first track, I think, if memory serves, just in reverse. I'm not sure how many track layouts there are. I'd have to visit one of those FAQ things online. I'm sure someone's done one somewhere for this game. I'm not sure if there's any cheats or secrets or anything like that, or any hot tips. I'm not sure if I win this race or not. I realised that greyish looking, pale blue looking dude was actually getting away quite quickly, and I wasn't doing much to catch him. And I think I might win this race, I'm not dead sure, but you can be like half a lap behind in this game and nitrous your way to the front. To be fair, it's not massive. If you've got like infinite nitros, and to be honest, you'll be around the track in a few seconds flat. For something that I was able to get my grubby hands on, it's quite enjoyable. I'm not sure I'd feel happy if I'd have paid 40 quid for it way back when, but then again, in those days, you know, we didn't have PlayStation 3, so this was cutting edge when the Nintendo came out. As far as racing goes, racing games in general go on the Nintendo, I haven't actually got any experience with racing games, so if anyone can recommend a decent racing game, and there we go, that's me winning. I'm all ears. There's stuff like Battletoads, I know you can do some, not quite racing, but driving, if you will. I think you're surfing actually, if the NES version is the same as the Game Boy one, but with colour. I don't believe there's anything like F-Zero. I'm sure there's some sort of F1 game or a Top Gear game from Japan, something like that. I'll have a look, possibly. Mario Kart didn't come out till the Super Nintendo. I'm pretty sure that's the Super Nintendo was the first version. But it's not a bad game. It's not a bad way to while away 8 minutes of my life. I've certainly played worse games than this. There wasn't a massive variety of tracks that I played. I think the first 4 races were the same 2 tracks, just in forward and reverse. And I think the last one is another new one. The graphics don't really change that much. I think they're, you know, kind of. See, that grey dude's got well in front already. They recycle the same obstacles, and I do seem to turn into these corners quite a lot too early and end up bashing into the wall. I managed to pick up 20 grand there anyway over that large rock. But like the blue guy's miles in front of me. I think it might be this race, or certainly one of the next ones, where he ends up lapping the 2 guys at the back. It must be this one, because he's right, there we go, he's going to lap them now. And then by this point, I was too busy trying to get around fairly quickly myself, and I didn't realise how far in front he actually was. And I thought, well, even if I had unlimited nights, I don't think I'd catch him, so I kind of gave up on this one and thought, I'll just trundle around and see if I can get any more money. And put it all into the next race. But there you go, that guy's won that race. The races don't take long, 2 or 3 laps around the fairly simple circuits. There's no obstacles that you can get permanently stuck on, there's no oil or anything like that, and obviously there's no things like Mario Kart or my previous Game Boy game, SuperRC Pro-Am, where you can actually drop mines behind you and stuff like that. You just, you know, just go for it, hell for leather. I quite like this. I'd like to say the reason why I picked this game to play above, you know, everyone's heard of Super Mario Bros. 3. The chances are you've played it. Stuff like Zelda and Castlevania, all those sorts of games. People have played all those, and I wanted to bring this one. Just to, you know, it's a sort of game that is pretty enjoyable, and yet may have flown under most people's radars because the super off-road type thing was predominantly an American, not pastime, it's not like that, but an American spectator sport, if you will. And I'm making right bollocks up at this particular corner. I'm not sure it necessarily got, you know, the amount of exposure in the UK. Oh, I got stuck on there really badly, and I got the wrong one. Trying to nitrous my way around here, and it just backfired on me big, and I get stuck again. So I think this is my last one, and we'll have him second again. You don't seem to get any points for second. I mean, I got $130,000. My average time was the same as everyone else's for some reason. With no points, doesn't tell me an cumulative total, if you will. Anyway, there's only a few seconds left, so thank you for watching, guys. If you want to see any more, let me know. Otherwise, this is about it for Iron Man Stewart, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Take care. Bye.